International Incident Number 4.
Jack Packard and Reggie York. Report to London at once for assignment in French Indochina. Signed the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park.
I Love Adventure. The American Broadcasting Company presents a new Carlton E. Morse production featuring the international escapades of Jack, Doc, and Reggie. Tonight's incident brings you The Pearl of Great Price.
Good morning, Major Packard. And you too, Sergeant York, sir.
Good morning.
Glad to have you two gentlemen back at 10 Gramercy Park with us again.
Oh, thanks.
Right into the great reception hall, if you will, please.
All right, Reggie. Right up.
Right in, please.
Quiet. Well, I say, Jack, the door closed with no sound at all.
Sound's been deadened in this great room.
But it made such a frightful noise from the outside. I say, Jack, do you have the feeling of having been to church when you come into this room?
Why not? The cathedral-like windows, tapestries depicting the history of the world hanging from the vaulted ceiling 3 stories up, furniture and paintings and carpets that were used by emperors and queens and a princely horde from the beginning of organized government.
Sure. Is that what all this represents?
And more.
No wonder I feel reverent. I'm communing with the ghosts of the great names of history.
And it's against this background the 21 old men are working.
Look here. Except that we've done a couple of nasty jobs for them, do we know anything about them?
We don't know who they are individually. What they stand for, yes.
Do we indeed?
They're a group of international figures, each one representing his native country, gathered together with wealth and power and the good of the world at heart.
Yeah. Come to London at once for assignment in French Indochina. Who wants to go to Indochina?
I do. So do you, if it's interesting enough.
I'd still like to know just what these 21 old graybeards are up to.
Well, it's pretty simple. The world's in chaos today. Governments are weak and suspicious. Everyone feels as though he's sitting on dynamite. 21 old men use us and others like us as their undercover instruments to work behind the scenes and clean up festering spots with no one the wiser.
A very excellent explanation, Major Packard.
Uh-oh. There goes the tapestry back. 21 old men are in session.
Did you speak, Sergeant York?
Not at all, sir. It's just the fact that you can see us from behind that ruddy glass while we seem to be talking to the empty air.
Believe me, Sergeant, you are not talking to the empty air.
I'm sure of that, sir.
Before I give you into the hands of Monsieur Renault, our French representative, for your next assignment, the 21 old men have asked me to state that you, Sergeant York, were overheard referring to us as 21 old graybeards.
So I say.
Quite all right, Sergeant. Quite all right. It is simply that the majority of our members are entirely smooth-shaven, and they feel out of character being referred to as graybeards.
I shall refrain in the future.
And now then, Monsieur Renault.
Hey, one more question, please.
Well?
What about our third partner, Doc Long? Are you looking for him?
We are making inquiries. The matter has our attention. And now, Monsieur Renault.
Major Packard, Sergeant York, your next assignment will take you to the northernmost border of French Indochina, where it joins Burma. It is jungle country. It is dangerous country at this moment because there is deep unrest among the natives of both countries. Therefore, you will travel from the last civilized outpost to the lost city of Shiva, upon the backs of elephants.
So, not elephants.
Quiet, Reggie.
Upon the backs of elephants, with Hindu and Sikh outriders upon Tibetan ponies and camels.
A circus, no less.
What's our jumping-off place?
That you do not need to know. One of our planes will fly you to Saigon, and another will take you to the last outpost. There you will contact the camel and elephant train.
I say, what for? What's the assignment?
That you will be told at the last outpost of civilization. Do not waste time on questions. There is a cab driver waiting who will take you to the airport directly.
Well, thanks for the ride.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Jack, look here. This is no airport.
Just the same, this flying junk heap has landed. Come on, get out.
Yeah. Nothing but a bloomin' cow pasture. And all the cows look like buffalo.
Not buffalo, caribou.
Last outpost of civilization's right. No town, no hotel, and night coming on. Hey! Where's he going?
I don't know. He's delivered us here. Now I guess he's going home.
Well, but look here, Jack. We just being dumped out here in the middle of nowhere. It's getting dark and no friends, no contact.
Oh?
But,
Are you so sure?
hello? Where did you pop from?
I've got some Tibetan ponies hitched to a buckboard, or what's left of a buckboard, over there behind those banyan trees.
Yeah. There goes our plane.
Yes, I kept out of sight until he taxied off.
Nobody told us we were going to meet a girl.
Especially not an English girl. What are you doing out here in the fringe of nowhere?
My husband was an OSS officer out here during the war. He liked it here. He brought me back afterwards.
Oh, that explains you being here. And your husband?
Dead.
Oh.
Sorry.
Don't bother. He couldn't resist the charms of the native women. And I found him on the doorstep one morning with a kriss straight through him. I guess that taught him.
Oh, look here.
Oh, I should think you'd return to England.
Has that got anything to do with your assignment out here?
No?
No. Is your curiosity satisfied?
Yeah?
Yes. Well, then, let's get into what's left of my buckboard after these four-legged Tibetan devils get through kicking the blazes out of it and head into town. All right, you shaggy little imps of Satan, take us to the hotel.
Jolly good dinner. Yeah, I'm a great curry eater myself.
Yeah, so I noticed.
I brought you out here in the garden behind the hotel where we can talk in the darkness without being overheard.
It's about time we got down to something definite. You say you had direct word from the 21 old man?
Yes. Listen. That music's coming from the Temple of Agog behind the garden. That's a real Chinese flute.
It has the flavor of this jungle setting. What are those chimes?
Chinese bells, cymbals. I don't know all the names for their instruments.
Well, never mind that. What I want to know is, what are Reggie and I doing in the backcountry of Indochina? What's up?
You're 10 days' journey by camel or elephant from the Burma border.
Yeah?
Someplace near the border is the lost city of Shiva.
Well, I thought this was the last outpost.
The lost city is dead.
Dead?
Banyan trees and jungle vines have swallowed it up. Except for a few priests of the old religion, worshippers of Shiva, it is uninhabited.
I've heard of these old cities of a lost civilization. Why are we going there?
Keep your voices guarded. There is a pearl of great price hidden there.
Pearl?
Those are the words I was told to give you. Recently, the sacred temple in Lai King on the Burmese border was raped and pillaged. The marauders and their precious loot are said even now to be under the protection of the priests of the lost city.
What's all this stilted English you're using?
I'm repeating a message word for word which I was told to give you.
Marauders from Indochina crossed the border and pillaged a Burmese temple?
Yes.
And brought their loot back across the border into Indochina?
And are now under the protection of the high priests of the lost city of Shiva.
And we're to round up the marauders and loot?
The pearl of great price.
What?
That is all that is required of you. Return the pearl of great price.
You mean look for a single precious stone in a sweltering jungle hundreds of miles? Here. Aren't we getting an awful long way from the hotel?
The further from listening ears, the better.
So, jungle creeps right up to the very threshold of civilization, doesn't it?
It's a fight. Man against nature. Never ends in the tropics.
Those creeping vines gleam like serpents in the moonlight.
Yeah, let's turn back. I don't like that. Hey, Reggie, look at that. Men creeping out of the jungle.
Run, run!
Oh, we can't. They're behind us.
Hello!
The jungle raiders! The jungle raiders!
Tear into them, Reggie!
Why don't they? Zinda Bagalo!
Hey, Reggie!
Enough. वो गिर गए हैं. We want them alive.
Tell this slimy native to take his hands off me.
औरत को छोड़ दो.
I should think so. I deliver these men into your hands and you treat me like a piece of merchandise.
It was a mistake in the confusion. You have delivered them according to plan. The Mem Sahib does her job well.
चलो आगे चलो जल्दी जल्दी आगे चलो
You coming around, Reggie?
Oh, I say, this awful motion. A bit of an earthquake, huh?
We're in a howdah aboard an elephant.
Oh, no. You're only spoofing, Jay.
How do you feel?
Rotten. Head splitting, stomach churning, tongue swollen.
Hey, guard! Water! Give him water!
हाँ कौन है
Yes, sir. Bound, head and foot.
Yeah, same here.
All right, remember?
कौन है
Oh, sure, yes. Hold that water bag to my mouth. Water. Beautiful stuff, water.
बस है
Yeah, thanks, old boy. Oh, now I remember, Jack. We were set on by these jungle jackals and beaten into insensibility.
Yeah, back in the hotel garden. They swarmed over us like locusts.
Huh. What are we now?
Listen.
What's that? Monkeys. Birds.
Yeah. We're plunging through trackless jungle.
Captives on an elephant. Well, what's it all about? I say, Jack, couldn't they roll up the canvas sides of this howdah? It's hotter than blazes.
I got one or two glimpses out. There's nothing to see but jungle.
Oh, the heat.
The heat's worse in the open.
Listen. Did I hear something following us? Even a belly musician. What am I hearing, please?
Whole caravan. Elephants leading off to break trails. Camels and Tibetan ponies to the rear.
You mean we've been grabbed off by some roving jungle tribe? Well, what do they expect to get out of us?
I don't know. Doesn't make sense. What's become of the girl?
Flora? True.
They could have her on another elephant, I suppose, but looks to me like something else.
Oh, the swaying and rocking's doing things to my insides.
Yeah, it'll get worse before it gets better. Keep your mind on what I'm saying.
You said... what did you say?
I say I think Flora framed us with this bunch of bandits.
But she had word from the 21 old men to help us.
Or did she? Mighty funny she had to take us to the back end of that hotel garden to talk to us. And how did these boys happen to be back there waiting for us?
Well, but she had to be what she said, Jack.
Why?
Because she's the only one who knew why we're here. We didn't even know ourselves until she told us.
Hey, that's right. The pearl of great price. If she's an enemy, that may be a lot of hokum. How about that? Kidnapped on elephants without the faintest idea what our assignment is.
Oh, boy, this heat's brutal. If we don't get someplace pretty soon, you've lost yourself a good right-hand man.
Good evening. It is getting cooler.
What? Such politeness.
Who are you?
I am the one who kidnapped you to this place.
I'm not surprised you got the face for it.
You do not like my face?
Hey, what is this place? Where are we? What became of the elephant caravan?
This is the lost city of Shiva.
Sure. The lost city of... Hey, look, what is this? You kidnap us. You drag us out here trussed up like chickens. Then you turn us loose, give us this adobe cottage on the edge of the jungle with servants and fresh clothes and treat us like guests. What's it all about?
You are dissatisfied? Did we not bring your luggage from the hotel? Did we not return your weapons?
Well, you did that.
But why the about face? One minute we're captives. Next, nothing's too good for us.
Listen.
Okay, drums.
Ceremonial drums from the temple. The old ones are performing the rites of purification with the dancing girls.
Dancing girls?
Those you will not see. They are the maidens of the temple.
Look, I don't care about dancing girls or maidens.
Oh, look here, Jack. Let's not go too far.
Stop beating around the bush. What's up?
You do not know? I do not know.
You don't know why you brought us here?
It was a commission given to me. Kidnap the 2 white men from the hotel garden, deliver them by elephant train to the lost city of Shiva. Give them the Mahatma's quarters with the Mahatma servants to wait on them. And after that?
Yeah, after that, what?
Do their bidding.
Oh, Joe, really?
How about that? Bring us here and then do our bidding.
Yes. The elephant and camels are tied up in the jungle to the west of the city. We await your orders.
What about that white woman back at the hotel? What about Flora?
She was but a small cog in the great wheel, which has begun to turn.
Uh-huh. You know anything about a band of cutthroats around here?
Cutthroats?
Jungle bandits. Just got back from sacking a sacred temple over in Burma.
I would not know.
Ever hear of the Pearl of Great Price? Well, did you?
I'm not a dealer in precious stones.
Look here, old boy. Your tongue says one thing, your eyes say something else.
You call me a liar?
Hey, put that pig sticker back in your robe. Take it easy. That's better.
Oh, but, Jack, the old boy's eyes...
Let it alone, will you, Reggie? How about the temple? Can we get in?
It is forbidden.
What's to prevent us? Rambles all over the landscape. Half the walls have caved in.
It is forbidden.
I say, which side of the fence are you on?
The dog of an infidel who defiles a temple with his presence shall have his throat cut before the morning.
Take him, Reggie. That's a good boy. Tie him up.
Well, will we ever get out of this jungle now?
I don't know, but at least he's not going to keep us out of the temple.
Say, old boy.
Hold it, Reggie.
What now?
I heard an echoing footstep. Let me get a look around this next corner.
Well?
Easy. Someone's coming.
Get a look at him?
Yeah, dressed in a priest's robe, but there's a dagger in his belt and a pistol in his hand.
He's a man of peace, no doubt.
Listen. When he comes around the corner, jump him.
He's my man.
Ah, good. Quick. Drag him in here under this stairway.
Coming. Poking around these dank, cobwebby places makes me think of tarantulas and puff adders.
There, that's good.
Hello. Ring of keys.
Great. Now we can go back and find out what's behind that locked door we had to bypass.
I say, Jack, we're not getting anywhere.
Well, we've had 3 hours in here without getting caught.
And if all the priests we put to sleep were laid end to end, the
Come on. Let's see where that big door leads to.
If there's a pearl of great price in this decrepit old temple, we've got about as much chance of finding it.
Take it easy. We may have to search for days.
And I suppose the priesthood will hold still for that.
Here, this is the door.
50 keys. Which one fits?
How about this? No. And this ought to do just about it. Aha.
Well, I'll be blessed. I say, Jack, not so much noise.
Yeah, sounds like a jailhouse break. Too late now. Where do we seem to have got?
Sure. Blasted tunnel. Reed torches burning along the wall. Dirt underfoot.
Here, give me your flashlight.
Yeah, well.
Thanks. Here, look. Footprints of horses in the dirt.
Mighty small horses.
Tibetan ponies, the little ones. Either that or the small, shaggy burro.
Recently used, too.
I think we found something.
No doubt of it, but what?
I don't know. Maybe the hideout of the raiders.
Raiders?
The gang that robbed the Burmese temple.
Jove. The chappies with the pearl.
Could be.
Barely reed torches are all right for atmosphere, but they smoke like chimneys. Electricity much more practical.
Less light, the better for us.
Hello, Jack. Do I hear something? Listen.
Sounds like Santa Claus.
It does, doesn't it? Listen.
Coming from around the corner down the passage.
I'm getting closer, too.
Here they come.
Well, I say, Tibetan ponies with sleigh bells. Pack horses.
10 ponies. Every one of them packed to the running board.
So, Jack, could that be the loot from the temple?
I don't know. Doesn't seem to be guarded. Just one native priest guiding the lead pony by the halter.
Well, look on the sixth pony. Isn't that the girl?
A girl. Bound hand and foot and strapped to the pack saddle.
Well, is that our idea of chivalry? What's fair about that?
Here they come alongside. You clip the priest, I'll grab the pony's halter, and we'll just keep going.
Get him!
That's a good boy. Come on. We've got the spoils from the temple. We've got the whole thing right in this pony caravan.
I say, where are you taking us?
I'm taking us out to the west of the lost city to the elephant and camel caravan.
Oh, this place is killing me.
We'll soon be there. I got it figured out.
What?
The reason this pony train had only one priest in the tunnel that got it was because the bandits themselves weren't allowed in the temple.
Oh, I say, good deduction. We weren't supposed to be in there either.
Well, we caught him by surprise. The priest was delivering the caravan back to the bandits.
What, native priests and bandits working together?
Well, who knows which is which in this country.
Well, where were they going with it?
It's been hidden here since the Burmese temple was sacked. Our arrival probably made them nervous. They were going to move the booty to some safer place.
We grab it off first.
And that's the reason for getting to the elephant caravan fast. If the bandits find out that we grabbed off their loot, this jungle's not going to be fit for man or beast.
Yeah, but I knocked out the leader of our elephant trains. You don't think that chap's going to be on our side now, do you?
We'll give him a choice. He can still be on our side or get a hole in his head. Hey, now look, Shandu, or whatever your name is, you got nasty with us and we had to take care of you while we worked. We apologize. We'll do whatever we can to make up for the insult of knocking you out, but you got to get your elephant caravan going and get us out of here, see?
I have been insulted. My ancestors have been insulted. My progeny have been insulted.
Look, old chap, here's $100 American. Doesn't that wipe out all the insults?
There is other things in the world besides money.
Look, can't you get it through your head? We've captured the whole pack train of loot from the Burmese bandits.
Ram Ray.
Yeah, you better say Ram Ray. Once they discover what we've done, they'll be on us like wild animals. They'll butcher your whole caravan.
I think you lie.
Reggie, go get the girl.
Be back with her in a shake.
Girl?
They had a Chinese or Burmese girl tied to one of the ponies.
Chinese or Burmese? You cannot tell the difference?
Ordinarily, yes. This time the girl seems to speak Chinese, but her looks are...
You have captured her. You have in your possession that
all
one.
Right, honey. You're in safe hands.
The one. मंदिर की देवी को नमस्कार हो, नमस्कार हो।
點你咁用待我？呢啲人係邊個嚟？
उनको आपको बचा लिया है।
你是還未妥當呀？
मैं सफारी को चला देता हूँ।
快啲嘢，快啲！
सफारी चला लो, चलो।
I say, what's going on?
快啲，冇乜時候啦呀！
Well, we certainly stirred things up. Are we getting underway?
The caravan starts in 5 minutes.
All right, Reggie. Cut those ropes off his wrist.
Righto. All right, hold out your hand. There.
What happened? What sold you on becoming our friend again?
You do not know this priceless one. This princess, Ye Devi.
你又幫我？
You mean this girl's someone of importance?
The pearl of great price.
I say. Well, how about that? We're looking for a piece of jewelry and come up with a Burmese princess.
Come, the elephant train is ready. Sir, step forward. The elephant will lift you with his trunk to the howdah.
Step right up, Reggie.
So I say. Braced by an elephant. Look here now. Tell the brute to be careful. What? Look, Jack. Run the elevator.
It will be dark presently.
The marauders don't like the dark.
No one likes the dark in these jungles if he is wise.
What about us?
We have elephants. All jungle beasts are afraid of elephants. Major Packard, the elephant is ready.
The Burmese princess first.
Devi ji, aap hathi pe chadenge.
好，我同佢哋走。
Devi ko le lo.
Hey, Reggie, give the little lady a hand when she arrives up there.
Righto. Here she comes.
你幫我，你咁邋遢。
I say, Jack, she doesn't need any help. We've got a jungle cat on our hands.
If you please, Major Packard, the elephant will lift you now.
Coming right up. Here I come.
How's that for elevator service, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome home. We've got the sides of the howdah rolled up, and with the sun down behind the jungle, it's not half bad.
Why doesn't old Shandu get the caravan on the way? Hey, let's get started.
Hariwala! Yo!
Well, we're moving off.
You ever see so much confusion? But we're on our way.
Living monkeys and jungle birds don't help him.
有敵人喺東方。
I say, my dear, you may be the pearl of great price, but you'll have to talk plainer than that if you want my companionship.
Hey, listen. Chandu! Hey, Chandu, what's that fighting?
It is the enemy trying to break through.
The enemy?
It is the enemy trying to break through our rear guards. But they will not succeed. Our horsemen will hold them off for another half hour when it will be darkness. After that, we have nothing to fear.
That's great. If that's the case, we should be out of this jungle and back in the outpost of civilization in just 10 days.
It is an enchanting evening, is it not, Major Packard?
You were going to call me Jack, remember?
But it will be a pleasure.
Hey, Flora, tell me something. Does that Shiva temple over there go on with that Chinese flute like that forever?
You don't like it?
It's not bad, but out in the garden under an Indo-China moon with jasmine in my nostrils and a beautiful English girl on my arm.
Yes.
Well, you'll have to admit the Chinese flute isn't a Viennese waltz or moon music for an affair of the heart.
On the other hand...
Good. I just wanted to be sure.
Oh, Jack. Oh. Well. Where have you been all my life?
And to think, 10 days ago, I thought you betrayed us into the hands of the enemy in this very garden.
Forget business. We have something more important for this evening.
Poor Reggie.
Oh?
He's inside the hotel guarding the Burmese princess till her government sends officials to return her to the temple.
He's fond of Burmese girls.
Not in the least. He's in there fuming because you and I are out here.
Poor boy. We must find some nice girl to help him enjoy his stay also.
Ah, yes. Sahib Packard? Who said that? So dark here.
There, by the banyan tree. What are you doing in this garden?
So, Solomon Sahib, it is important I deliver this message to Sahib Packard.
Message?
This message, if you please.
You've delivered your message. Now leave.
I follow Mem Sahib's orders.
Here, hold this flashlight while I read this.
Who'd be sending you messages out here?
Listen to this. You are requested to return to London immediately for special assignment in connection with a $100 million diamond robbery. Signed, the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park.
Adventure. That's all you care about. You care nothing for a pretty woman. All you want is adventure.
Lady, I still have 24 hours to make you eat those words.
You have just heard I Love Adventure, a new Carlton E. Morse production featuring Michael Raffetto as Jack Packard and Tom Collins as Reggie York. Next week, International Incident Number 5. The $100 Million Manhunt, an affair of girls and nations resulting in a high adventure halfway around the world. Other players included Alma Lawton, Lal Chan Mehra, Donald Morrison, Everett Glass, Barbara Jean Wong, and Harry Lang. Sound effects were created by Fred Cole, Robert Conlon, and Ed Lutis. The Pearl of Great Price was written and produced by Carlton E. Morse. Organ music and effects by Rex Corey. Your announcer, Dresser Dahlstead. I Love Adventure came to you from Hollywood.
La ti 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 tu, la tu tu ti ta tu. Can you identify that beautiful voice? It belongs to me, Bert Parch, your MC on ABC Stop the Music program. I might call you this Sunday evening to identify a tune. And if you have trouble naming it, I'll even sing it for you.
This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.